And now we are going to talk about database users. So how we are going to categorize the users is, we are going to categorize the database users based upon their interaction with the system. So users are differentiated by the way they expect to interact with the system. So based on the way they are going to interact with the database management system, we are going to categorize the users. And the first user is application programmer. So this application programmer is going to interact with the system by using DML calls, that is data manipulation language calls. Along with it, he can also use rapid application development tools. So what for he is going to use all these things means he is going to use these tools in order to develop any application to construct like forms and reports with a minimal programming efforts. That means this application programmer is going to construct forms and reports where these forms and reports are used by some other users, or we can just say a non-technical background user can use the forms and the reports that are developed by this application programmer. Now the second user is a sophisticated user. Sophisticated user is going to interact with the system, but he is not going to write any program. So without writing any program, how he is going to interact with the system is, he uses the forms that are developed by the first user whom we have specified now, that is application programmer. So application programmer developed forms are used by this sophisticated user, and he is going to pose the queries in a database query language also. So he is not going to write any program. And the third user is specialized user. The specialized user also can be categorized as one of the sophisticated user, but they write a special database application programs. These are the developers who develop the complex programs to the requirements, or we can also say them as a standalone users. These users will have a standalone database for their personal use. They are going to write specialized database applications that do not fit into our traditional data processing frameworks. And the next user is naive user, and he is going to invoke one of the permanent application programs that have been written previously. So for example, people accessing the database over web, or bank tellers or clerical staff, they are going to use a database by using a permanent application program, and they read the reports generated from the database. Along with these four users, there is one more user who is a very important user of the database users, and he is none other than database administrator. He is the very important database user. So we can just say the database administrator is nothing but he is a person who has a central control over the system. That means he is going to coordinate all the activities in the database system. How he can do that activity means he has a very good understanding of what enterprise information resources are there available and what are the needs of the enterprise. All these things he has a good knowledge and good understanding about those things. Because of this, he can easily coordinate all the activities in the database system. And now we project on what are the different functions the database administrator is going to do. One is schema definition. That means database administrator creates the original database schema. Schema means overall database design. So he is the one who is going to do the overall database design by executing a set of data definition statements in DDL. What is DDL again? Data definition language, which is used in order to define a database. Complete overall database design can be done by using this language. So database administrator is going to define the schemas. And next work what he is going to do is he is going to specify what storage structure we are going to use and what are the access mechanisms that are going to be used in order to access the data from the defined storage structure where we are going to keep our data. That means we can just say in one sentence that storage structure and access methods are also defined by the database administrator. And another one is schema and physical organization modifications are also done under the control of DBA. That means if you want to alter the physical organization in order to improve the performance, all these modifications are done under the control of database administrator. And another functionality is he grants the permissions to the users in order to access the data from the database. That means granting different types of authorizations. That means the DBA can regulate which part of the database various users can access. All these things, granting permissions, all are done by the database administrator. And he takes the responsibility of backing up the data also. Along with it, he is going to monitor the performance and responding to the changes, and he is going to do the database tuning test and all these things in order to see that the database is in a consistent way and its performance is always reaching to the requirements of the user. That means he just looks to improve the performance of the DBMS. So these are all the different users of the DBMS. So we can just term them as database users.